as one of the interventions to the socio-economic problems people in Kuyu area in Nzimba district have been facing, ranging from poverty, high school dropout to HIV/AIDS, World Vision is implementing a number of tailor-made projects.
World Vision is also operating in Nzimba. Basically, we have 3 programs that are concurrently running in Nzimba. We have Kuyu Area Development Program, we have Kayezi Area Development Program, and we have Mtendere Area Development Program. All these programs are currently running in Nzimba as a district, and I am the cluster manager in charge of all these 3 programs.
The projects are designed to address specific problem areas in schools and surrounding communities, with a direct bearing on the well-being of children. Precious Usi is the ADP team leader and gives us a background to the project.
The program here in Kuyu ADP started in 2006, and when we were coming into the area, there were a number of challenges in education. There are 19 primary schools and 3 community-based secondary schools. But if you go to these schools, the classrooms were not enough, the toilets, teachers' houses were in bad shape. And in 2007, we took education as our priority in this area, and we started constructing school blocks, rehabilitating teachers' houses, and constructing toilets in some schools. As we are talking now, I can really say that there is a great change, because if you go to some schools like Mayui, if you go to Chalunga, if you go to Chagot, we have constructed new blocks which have improved the school facilities.
Don't simply do them. As you are aware, World Vision is a child-focused organization. And basically, in all these interventions that we have been doing all along, we actually look at the child. We are focused on the child to see how is the child being cared for, how is the child developing so that he can be a future leader for our country. And so I think all these things, the education, building of the block, school blocks, food security, they are all meant to address the needs of a child. And I'm proud that I can be part of that kind of a team.
To date, the situation in many primary schools in the impact area has improved, as testified by one of the primary education advisors in the area.
The World Vision has really assisted in bringing up the development of this area. At first we didn't have enough brooks here, but since World Vision has built this brook for us, the enrollment has increased because learners are interested to learn in good learning environment. So this time we're seeing a change. We're seeing so many learners coming to the school to have education. And even the parents too are really interested in developing their area because of the support that World Vision is giving them.
This they do, realizing that if children are learning under a tree, for example, they do not concentrate, as so many things such as rain distract them. As a result, their academic performance deteriorates.
If the child is learning under a tree, then it means we are not thinking of the child. So by improving the learning environment, coming up with school blocks, but also not only coming up with school blocks, but even putting desks. Because when a child sits comfortably in class, he understands well what the teacher is teaching. So by providing school blocks, providing the school desks, providing the improved toilets, then it means the child who is learning at these schools have been considered very much by the program, which means we are really in line with our goal of focusing our development on the child.
All the projects World Vision is implementing are child-focused, as World Vision realizes that the future of any nation lies in children.
Still focusing on the child as an organization. Whatever we do, whether in food security or health, we want to see impact in the life of a child. That's what we are doing in most of the districts in the northern region.
Implementation of these projects is made possible with financial support from World Vision Japan through its support office.
I'm very grateful to our support office, which is Japan, for the sponsorship, because without their sponsorship, then all this success we are talking about, they could not be there. So we really appreciate, and it's our prayer that this partnership will continue and that we will continue getting more funding so that we can continue with development activities in this area. I'm also indebted to our partners, the District Assembly, the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, and many other departments that we are working with in this area.
World Vision Japan is our main partner, especially in Mzimba, in the Kuyu Area Development Program. They are funding activities in the area of HIV/AIDS and the food security, even education. As you've seen in the projects that we've gone around to visit, they have assisted us very well in terms of providing funding for us to be able to build school blocks and teachers' houses, as you've seen in one of the primary schools.
One other crucial problem area the project is addressing is health. A number of HTC centers have been established to enable people in the area have access to HTC services, as opposed to walking long distances to the district hospital.
People in this area have been able to access ARVs or AR treatment within the area, unlike in the past where they were accessing that at Nzimba District Hospital. So Japan is our major partner, and this visit means a lot to us. In fact, they are preparing to fund another HIV counseling and testing project for the next 3 years.
Apart from improving the livelihoods of people in the area, the projects are strengthening the decentralization policy of government as it is building capacities of community structures.
As the government encourages us to do some decentralization work, we are ready to work for our community and our children.
The communities are encouraged to contribute to the projects by providing bricks, sand, and other locally found materials to create a sense of ownership in them.
The schools that we are building, the communities have been molding bricks and even providing sand. That's what we want, because they show that they are empowered, they take this development as theirs. So as a team leader of this ADP, I'm very proud of the ADC committee and the VTC committees for the great work that they are doing. If we continue this collaboration and partnership, I assure you that in 3 years' time, indeed ADP will no longer be the same.
As the World Vision has done a lot in this area, but we have some problems still, especially on water problem. A number of schools and areas have no good water. They are still drawing water from a stream and wells and so forth. And we need, if we would like to ask the World Vision, if possible in the future, if they can give us some projects like boreholes in our area, this Marangazi, Yotamzwa VDC, and elsewhere in the ADP.
World Vision is working with related government sectors to ensure sustainability of the projects when the program phases out.
As World Vision, we are complementing what the government is doing. And as you have seen that in Mzimba, we cannot do it alone. That's why we are coordinating and networking together with the government department. When we are doing education activities, we don't want to do it alone. We involve the education sector. And again, when we are doing HIV/AIDS or health, we involve the Ministry of Health. That's why we have one colleague who has joined us in this trip from the Ministry of Health. Yeah, so this is very important for us because as World Vision, we have a lifespan in a district. So as we phase out, the government would be able to easily take over from us and continue the activities within the district.